It's easy for us to settle for less meaning rather than more. And it's easy to give our hearts to that which cannot carry the meaning and purpose we're called to. I want to talk a bit about that today. Hi, I'm Warren, the parish priest here at St. Columba's. Glad you could join me for my message of the day. The human heart wants to find meaning, but the problem is we attach our hearts to that which cannot provide the kind of meaning that our hearts are called to. And when we settle for less meaning rather than more, the slope downward to nihilism beckons. And once we're on that slope, it's hard to avoid a shallower and shallower life. In the Gospels, the books in the Bible that are directly about the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, Jesus points out some of the good things we have been given that we tend to invest with too much meaning. Wealth is one. There's nothing wrong with wealth. The Bible reiterates this time and time again. But when we seek to find our meaning or an ultimate meaning in wealth, all sorts of problems arise for ourselves and for others. Family was another one that Jesus pointed out. It's good in itself, but it can be terribly misused. It's meant to be good, but we're called to more than just our families. If Jesus were walking around today, here in Australia, he might reserve some of his criticism for wealth and family as well still, but he might also include sport, perhaps, or perhaps entertainment. And the same applies to both of those. They're good in themselves, but they aren't enough. Try to build your life on both of those or either of those, and the danger is a shallower and shallower life. When we give our hearts to God, because that's what our hearts are called to, something more transcendent than any of these things that we are tempted to fill our lives with. When we give our hearts to God, we're seeking a greater meaning than any of these other things can give. And when we do, all these other things can be correctly ordered in our lives. Wealth, family, sport, entertainment, all these are good in themselves, but they can't carry a fully human life on their own. Our love is meant for that which is deeper. And here's the thing that is easy to miss. When we give our hearts to God, we are free toward all these other things to actually enjoy them, not to withdraw from them, not necessarily, but to actually enjoy them, but not become possessed by them, to be grateful for them, to share and not to grasp. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.